Oh, this is Mr. McMurray, and we are doing a lab again. Notice this week that there are two labs, so this is really the first one. It's fairly short, fairly interesting, and you might even have a recipe to make rock candy at home if you'd like to when you're done with it, if you do it properly. All right, so let's go over the lab real quickly. First of all, the idea of saturated means full. It's got all it can hold. Okay, in this case, we're looking at a solution. Say you have tea and you're dissolving sugar in it, which is what you should be doing because tea tastes awful a little bit, sort of, kind of, I think. But that's just my opinion. Anyhow, and so at some point you reach a point it can't hold anymore. We say it's saturated, it's full, it can't hold anymore. Okay, and that's what it is. Kind of like at mealtime when you get full and can't hold anymore. All right. So you have a video here off to the side. You can make it full screen if you want. Okay. Notice there's a little spinny thing here at the bottom. Okay. That spinny thing is the stirrer. It's not a tablet of the solution or anything like that. So the white little thing at the bottom has a magnet in it. There's a magnet in the heat plate below it, and it spins, or a magnetic stirrer, I should say, not a heat plate yet. We'll get to the heat plate in a minute. But it spins around and it helps stir it up, so you don't have to do it by hand. Because that takes so much energy, you wouldn't want to have to do it by hand. So scientists come up with these magnetic stirrers. So just the main thing is keep in mind it is never going to disappear. Okay, so if you wait for that to disappear or dissolve, it won't happen. All right, you're looking for the stuff around it in the solution. All right, you're gonna put different amounts in and stir it. They're gonna put 3 grams in, then 6 grams, then 9 grams, then 12 grams. And based on that, you're gonna say, hey, I have these pictures down here. Which one looks the most like that? Then they're going to figure out where you think the temperature is or the amount at which it becomes saturated, between what and what. Okay, and then they'll ask you some more questions. Okay, good enough. Then they're going to basically do different temperatures. Okay, they're going to put a certain amount of solute in it. They're going to try to stir it, and then they're going to heat it up. So instead of leaving it at 23 degrees Celsius, which is about 70 so something, they're going to heat it up and see what happens as it gets hotter. Okay, then once it gets completely to the high temperature of 77, okay, then they're going to cool it down and see what will happen to it. What will happen to it when we start cooling it back down? Okay, so we'll watch that and you'll answer some questions about that. Okay, and the steps you would do to get a supersaturated solution. All right, now they're going to say once it's down to this temperature, they're going to add a seed crystal. Okay, a crystal is just a tiny flake or crystal of the solute. Okay, remember the solute is what you're dissolving it in. The solvent is the water or whatever you're dissolving it in. All right, so what will happen when we put a little crystal of the solute into a supersaturated solution? So you will watch that, and then you will answer some questions. And then basically, based on what you've learned, they're going to give you some steps, and you're going to put them in order about how you could make rock candy. Okay, so anyhow, you will see that, and hopefully, like I said, it won't take real long. It's a very short lab, but it is very, I think, kind of an interesting lab, kind of neat. And you can always do some of it at home if you want to try to make the rock candy at the end. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy. We saturate your interest in solutions.